My name's Edwin Tipper, and we're at Lupins Farm, and this is the 27th of my vintage shows. It started 27 years ago in a very, very small way with just a matter of 15 cars. We actually just restored our common lorry that my father bought new in 1945, and somebody suggested it might be a good idea that we should have a little get together on the front field, which we did. And we had fun, it was great, a few drinks and some sandwiches. Somebody suggested we got a bucket and put some money in for the local whatever, and it turned out to be the local hospice, of which we are still providers of money to this day. It went very well. The next year came along, I thought everyone had forgotten about it. They hadn't, and they said to me, how about it? Well, we're going to have our little get together again. So I said, okay, we did. Can we bring our friends? And of course that's how it evolved over the years, and it grew and grew and grew. The front field became too small, moved into the back, and now all the fields are full. But it's great. It's the 27th one we've done this year, and last year we did take £7,500, which was quite an achievement. I think out of that there's just a matter of the toilets, the expense of those, and the residues went to the air ambulance, the local one up there at Tatenhill, and the local hospice in Whittington. Today's show is, I think, going to be looking very promising. There's a lot of cars on the way in, and I'm probably on duty somewhere by, I should be there by now, I don't know, we'll see. But I'm looking for bumper attendance. We've got competition down the road from Catton Hall. They've got one that was rescheduled from earlier this year. But it's, I think everyone enjoys coming here. I think it must be the smell of the pig shed that does it, I don't know. So who knows, we'll see what happens for the rest of the day.
This is a Ford Model Y, 1937 vintage. It runs a Rover V8, obviously it's yellow in colour, and it took me 6 years to make it, and it drives exceptionally well, and I really enjoy driving it around. Okay.
This is my MGB Roadster. I bought it 6 years ago as an absolute load of scrap. It took 2.5 years to rebuild it. My wife learnt a lot of new swear words, and I think this is the 4th year it's been on the road.
Austin Metropolitan, 1957.
It's an Austin 20/4 with a third owners. We bought it from H&H Auctions in Buxton, and it went to Queensland, Singapore, and then us. It's a 7-seater, but we've taken
The middle seats
We've taken these 2 dicky seats out.
It's 2025, Throp and Mobley, Sidanka DeVille. It was originally owned by Lord Cadman, who came from Silverdale, Stoke-on-Trent, and he was the oil advisor to Winston Churchill in the war. We've done the roof and the front, and the engine. It went to America, and we bought it back from America.
1979 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow 2. It's done 53,000 miles. And I'm the second owner.
The vehicle's obviously a Renault, the Twizy. It'll do 50 miles on a full charge, cost you £1 to charge it, nil road tax, basically great fun.
I've had the car 40 years now, and rebuilt it once, which took me 11 years altogether. So it's quite a time, and we've been on the road ever since, and I've just come back from a trip around the Yorkshire Dales in it.
I got it from a man in Shrewsbury, Will Gallier. He bought a load of them off the French army. We don't know the history of this one. We think that sometimes she's been in the desert with the Foreign Legion. But she's a Willis converted to 24 volt by the French. She's got French tyres on it, but apart from that, everything's genuine.
The engine is Excelsior 328 Talisman Twin, and I've had the car for 47 years. One of 6 that I had in the 60s. These cars, there were just over 1,500 three-wheelers made and just over 4,000 total of the different models.
It's a Dax Kamala kit car. There's not many on the road. This one was built in year 2000.
This is a 1935 Reliant. She's the oldest Reliant in existence. She's number 31, built in August 1935 by Mr. Williams, and this is basically how Reliant founded himself. She runs a Jap 600 single coupled up to a Burma gearbox, duplex train to the back axle, top speed around about 25-30 miles an hour, and it still works today.
It's Leeds registered, 1935, Riley 12.4, Falcon 2. Believed to be the oldest Falcon 2 still in existence. Spent most of its life, we believe, up in Yorkshire, then some time on the south coast. It's come back up to the Midlands now. It's had, come with receipts, over the last 10 years or so, it's had engine rebuild, gearbox rebuilt, repainted, the interior's been redone, so it seems to be in pretty good condition. We've had a first proper run in it over here today, and it's run very well. We've had a good time.
Well, it's a Daimler armoured car, Second World War. It was came off a firing range many years ago, and I've restored it since 1992.
We set up the Granada Classics, about 9 years ago now, isn't it, Albert? Something like that, myself and my son. I've run the club down just recently because I lost my son 6 years ago. Today we've got, is it 5 here? Yeah. Mark 1s, Mark 2s and Mark 3s. And we just come for a day out, enjoy ourselves.
This is an FTF truck. There are 2 of them in the country, and it was been used for the last 30 years on moving amusements, and we've used it since 1989. She's a Detroit diesel with an Allison automatic in and a very sure-footed truck on the road.
We've got 2 Atkinsons and 2 ERFs. One Atkinson is one of only 2 left in the country, we believe. It's plated at 75 tonne. Used to belong to Pickford's, started its life as a heavy haul tractor units. Used to haul locomotives, steam locomotives, and the other one was a Borderer, which was new to Calagas. And then we've got 2 ERFs, 1 C series and 1 E series, and they're all painted in the colours of my dad's ex-employer, CTS Midlands, who used to be fleet engineer for, in red, white and blue.
This is a boom trike. It's a family boom, 1900 engine, 4 cylinders, air-cooled.
The club is 51 years old this year. It was started and formed by a group of Rubery Owen Darlison employees in 1959. The club meets every week and has done ever since it was formed on Wednesday nights at Aldridge Social Club. We are a motorsports based club. We organise stage rallies, production car trials, auto tests, that kind of thing, sprints. We use Kerbera quite a lot, which is quite local. We do lots of shows which are very social for the members. We have a classic car section and a very active car club.
I'm just restoring a 1980, which was the original 2CV. Hopefully to get it back on the road this year. And yes, we do quite a few meetings, but this is a very good one that we found out about last year. and we're glad to come back again this year because it's very well populated. Yeah.
Well, here we are at the end of a very busy day. It's been a wonderful day and the weather's been very, very kind to us. As you can see, everyone's on their way home now. Really remarkable attendance, and everyone's really been very, very generous. We've not totaled the monies yet. I expect it's going to be in excess of £8,500 to £9,000 that we've raised. Everyone's had a wonderful time. At this point I'm thinking now maybe there will be another one next year, because prior to the show I'm always like this. But anyway, I'm very, very pleased with it, and we shall have a final count up tonight and see how we go.